Hello, everybody, and welcome to Anime Survivor Episode 22, Winners at War. Today we are joined by Andrew,
Yo.
Sam,
Hi.
and Donald.
Hello.
Donald, I just want to thank you so much for running Anime Survivor for these last few months. It's been a real honor to work with you, and I'm really happy that you're letting me announce for the first time.
Yeah, I just feel like I've been pulling so much work and pulling so much weight around here. It's just time for you to just contribute, Max.
Okay, so let's see. What's the first thing Donald normally asks us? Andrew, what is it? Sam, how are your pants doing?
Yes, that's it.
They're pants
Okay.
that are on me. I'm not doing this pantsless.
I think I'm going to give him a failing grade for that response.
Yeah, that was terrible. Okay, Andrew, what do you know about anime?
There's duders in it, like Cory Booker.
Noted anime protagonist Cory Booker. Sam, what do you know about Survivor?
There's an island. People are on it. There are people who shouldn't be on an island. And they're competing to win money on.
Okay,
the
Sam, we get it. You've seen Lost.
I thought the goal was to be the first person to pee on someone's leg.
No, that's going to the dog park as a dog.
Okay.
Donald, what do you know about Anime Survivor?
Well, I know the first half of it, according to 4chan, is the reason that 2 bombs weren't enough, and the second half is probably, I don't know, like a hammer on to the decline of Western civilization.
Yeah, I guess so. If you're like Sticks and Hammer or something. That's a reference no one will get.
No, just sickle and hammer, man.
No. He's a YouTuber and all around terrible person. Anyway,
Is it basically just the quartering, but like also a person too?
yeah. He's the quartering, but Trump retweeted him. Anyway,
Wait, Trump has not retweeted the quartering?
I don't know, but he's retweeted Sticks and Hammer, and Sticks and Hammer's a Holocaust denier, so that was cool.
Oh, you mean Sticks, Hex, and Hammer? Okay.
Yeah, there we go. I'm glad at least one of the three of you understands the same dark circles of YouTube that I circle.
You mean Hades Witch Axe 420?
I wouldn't be surprised if that was his name anymore. Like that sounds like we could just name things, and I wouldn't be certain if they were right-wing YouTubers or random words thrown together.
Yes, like the eighth thing.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, today's Anime Survivor, we're bringing all of the previous season's winners back. And Donald, as someone who has never seen Anime Survivor, probably does not understand why anybody's here.
That's okay. We just have to fill him in by telling him nothing.
Okay.
I mean, it's like money laundering. Why is anybody here?
Yeah. So first, before we start, I'm going to shuffle the tribes because I want them to be as random as possible. So I'm just going to hit that button like twice. Cool. We have our tribes. So our first tribe is the Nerds tribe. It has Batman, Cory Booker, Dexter Douglas, Kagia, Rossyu, Sasuke, Snake, a Super Nintendo, Taiju, and Zuko. Donald, who of these characters are you unfamiliar with in their canonical lore?
It's actually probably more efficient for me to tell you which ones I am familiar with.
Okay.
In this case, I'm deeply familiar with Snake, Zuko, and Dexter Douglas. I know Batman exists. I don't think Batman's like a consistent quantity, though.
I mean, that's good enough.
I know Sasuke just smolders, and that's it.
Okay. You haven't seen the hit Cory Booker animated series?
Is it the one where his girlfriend beats up trans people?
Probably. Probably. Anyway, okay, so Kagia is from the series Love is War, and she is basically the reigning Anime Survivor champion, having won 3 of the 4 games she's been in. Rossyu is from Gurren Lagann, and he's a schemy boy. And
that's that boring ass drill show.
Yeah.
One. I've only seen people refer to Gurren Lagann by the second 2 words you use, not the first 2. Boring ass does not come up. Drill show comes up frequently.
I mean, I'm mostly offended because I like that show, but I don't care enough to defend it.
Okay, that's reasonable. I think once an anime's been around for 10 years, it's really only worth defending if it's Jackie Chan Adventures.
Agreed. I mean, and Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Maybe. And Taiju,
But
no one
Zuko.
gives a shit about Taiju. Our other tribe is the Geeks tribe, which has Bigger the Catter, Bowser, David Lopan.
Wait. Is that Toru with Big the Cat?
No, it's Bigger the Catter.
It's
It's our
Bigger
OC,
the
Do
Catter.
not steal.
Huh?
It's our OC. Do not steal.
Yeah. He's actually the first original character ever devised.
I think there's
Also-
an asterisk there.
No asterisk at all.
Also, canonically, Bigger the Catter is a homeless man masquerading as an IRS agent trying to bust everyone for tax evasion.
So he's a sovereign citizen.
Yeah. No, he works for the government.
Oh.
He's trying to bust people for tax evasion. He's the guy who caught Al Capone. Except not really. He's the person assuming the identity of the guy who caught Al Capone. There's a lot of lore that we have established for Bigger the Catter.
Okay, so it's like a V for Vendetta kind of thing?
Sure. Yeah.
It is now.
You're here to help us flesh these people out. As someone who has no idea about anything that we've established with them prior.
I don't know. He looks like he's already got a lot of flesh.
He also has a lot of spikes and red X's on him because he's an edgy boy.
Oh, I thought that was like either a beard or like Dragon Ball Z armor or something.
No, we colored his shirt black, but we ran out of ink.
Because it looks like whatever that thing that Vegeta wears in Dragon Ball Z once they get dynamic.
Yeah, the Saiyan armor. No, unfortunately it's not Saiyan armor because then he would be like a combination of different franchises, and we didn't want to do that because that's degenerate.
Yeah, we have artistic integrity.
We have standards. Anyway,
And I see right next to him you also have Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
honestly, yeah, that is Peter Griffin, but in Bowser form. That sounds right. He does not have the stats for Peter Griffin, though. His intelligence is a 3 out of 5. Which Peter would be a 0.
Agreed.
We also have David Lopan, Dogbert, Gino, Jasmine Fenton, Katara, Kuwabara, Mewtwo, and Psyduck.
Psyduck
You know, it's
plays
funny. I was just thinking of
5D
Kuwabara
dimensional
today.
chess.
For some reason. So I was thinking, like, what if there was some gag about Kuwabara and a Capybara and a Kookaburra, but I just couldn't flesh it out. But nonetheless, I was thinking of Kuwabara today, and here he
you
is.
have the opportunity now. And have you seen Danny Phantom before?
I have.
Okay, do you remember the character Valerie Gray?
Is that the goth chick or no?
No, that's Sam Manson. Valerie is the ghost hunter that's trying to hunt Danny, and then they have a romantic relationship briefly, and it doesn't work out.
Okay.
The black character, if that's easier for you. Kuwabara and her are canonically married
Okay.
within anime survivor lore. Just
I mean,
as a heads
Kuwabara
up.
looks Irish, and the Irish will fuck anyone. So it checks out.
So I feel like your implication there is Kuwabara is going to try to like make a harem.
Yes.
I think the implication there is that he thinks this other character is ugly for some reason, and
That's
I think that's
rude.
racist.
Yeah. Valorie's. I don't have opinions.
No.
She's
They
an
are,
animated
I'm saying that the
14-year-old.
Irish
None
are
of us have
universally
opinions on
compatible.
her.
They are universally compatible with everybody.
Okay, that's true. Also, just as a heads up, Psyduck is basically a Karen wine mom.
Yeah.
So
It plays
just
5-dimensional chess.
yeah. So just
Weird.
jump off there with Psyduck. The drunker
thought
she
Mewtwo
gets,
threw off-
the drunker
Mewtwo-
she gets, the more strategic she gets.
I thought Mewtwo threw off more Karen vibes.
I mean, yeah, Mewtwo has Karen vibes, but he has like left-wing Karen vibes. Like, how dare you humans oppress my people? I'm gonna kill you all.
But he doesn't have people.
He has Pokemon.
Listen, I feel like Mewtwo's definitely not Karen because I don't think Mewtwo would ask to see your manager.
Max,
Yeah,
I think
before
he
we
would
go
just
forward,
fry your
Mewtwo would
brain.
bring the manager to him and then brain stomp them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he has the best grab in the game.
Max, we got to pick our favorites before we go forward.
That's so much work, though. Okay. Okay. Andrew, who do you want to see win?
Well, I mean, I got a lot of favorites here, like Zuko, but
Yeah.
I have
No,
to pick
no.
Taiju. 'cause
It's
he was so
hello
tight with
Zuko
Truck
here.
I have to pick Taiju.
Okay. So you're rooting for
after
Taiju.
he was such a bro.
Okay, Donald, who do you want to see win Anime Survivor?
My heart is torn between Dexter Douglas and Snake, but I just gotta keep rooting for Snake.
Okay.
Snake!
I mean, I was hoping you'd say Dexter, just because. I don't know. You'd be disappointed faster, probably.
Well, this Snake is the original Big Boss. I could care less about Venom Snake, though.
Okay, I don't know anything about Metal Gear Solid. Snake's just here because Andrew mains him in Smash Brothers.
Okay. What's funny? Well, in that case, you should have picked the art from Smash.
I was trying to not do the art from Smash for every character because it was getting redundant. Okay.
Instead, you've chosen the art from Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker for the PSP.
I chose the art from I googled Snake and this image came up.
I think we should have just used an actual Snake.
I'm feeling bad for Solid Snake because he's been cut out of his own series. There's now more games in Metal Gear Solid where you play as Big Boss, who is originally the enemy of Snake, rather than Snake himself.
That's tragedy. Is he going to be okay?
He's rapidly aging. He put a gun in his mouth. I don't know.
Why couldn't they just make some prequel? Well, here's Snake's redemption. Maybe if he wins Anime Survivor, he can use that money to finance a new Metal Gear Solid game.
Maybe it won't be a pachinko machine.
It'll definitely be a pachinko machine.
Yeah, I mean,
Sam, who do you want to see win?
hello, Zuko here.
Okay.
Good man.
So I want Kagia to win, but I feel like rooting for Kagia out the gate is fucking cheating.
It kind of is.
So I'm gonna root for Kuwabara.
Okay, I already forget. What property is Kaguya from?
She's from Kaguya-sama Love is War. It is basically Death Note, but a high school rom-com.
I never seen Death Note, so I'm going to assume she's from Card Captor.
Yeah,
The
okay.
premise of her show is two people who are who create elaborate situations, try to force the other person to confess to them, because the person who confesses first in a relationship shows weakness and can never recover from that position in the relationship.
Okay, so it's like nuclear deterrence.
Yeah, basically. That they're just like, I mean, if you use your nukes, what if they say no, and even if they don't, I don't know. It's unironically very good, but if you hear the concept of two people just trying to get the first one out, it sounds bad. I swear it's good. Anyway, the game has begun. So what happened was that the Geeks tribe decided Cory Booker and Batman look like the shittiest players on the Nerds tribe for some fucking reason. And the Nerds tribe decided Mewtwo and Kuwabara look like the shittiest people on the Geeks tribe. And then the four of them had a fist fight. And by fist fight, I mean did some puzzles. And the winner of those puzzles was Mewtwo and Kuwabara. Because, I mean, Mewtwo has fucking telekinesis. And can just...
I think Cory Booker was really dragging Batman down.
He was just rooting him on. Batman's like, shut the fuck up! Cory's like, you can do this. I believe in you. We're going to make it through this together, man.
Batman doesn't react well to positive reinforcement.
No, he does not.
Wait, how did Kuwabara make it to the puzzles?
Oh, he didn't do anything. He just stood there.
Yeah,
Mewtwo
just did
did
it.
all the work for him.
Okay.
And they won trees. No one finds an idol. You're going to learn so much about Survivor tonight. You're going to be an expert.
I would have assumed that Kuwabara threatened the puzzle after school or something.
Beat it up. Yeah, that sounds... No. Yusuke would threaten to beat up the puzzle. Kuwabara alone is too much of a bitch to do that. He needs his friends.
Okay.
And he didn't have them. It's just him. So Mewtwo did it for him. while Kuwabara just hung around and played with his spirit sword. And no, that is not his penis.
I think it is in spirit.
Sam, in spirit, it's a sword. It's a spirit sword.
Sam is a spirit sword truther.
That being said, I would not be shocked if Kuwabara, when he was learning how to use the spirit sword without like the wooden like implement that he used to start it, tried using his penis for a while.
Oh boy.
It's like there's so much energy here.
Is bigger than mine.
This is easily our. We're already so far off the deep end.
Yep, there's no going back on this, Max.
No going back. Anyway, we have the first immunity challenge. They sprint through an obstacle course and do some shit and do a puzzle. No one gives a shit about what the challenges are. What's important is the nerds win immunity, and therefore none of them are getting voted out. Donald, good news. Snake is safe for the first thing.
Well, he probably hid in a box.
I mean,
nothing happened.
So he didn't help. Did he hide in a Super Nintendo box? Like he kicked the SNES out of its collector's edition box and hid inside?
You know, he could. The Steam version of number 5 has just a lot of DLC. You never know.
Yeah, there's someone had to have made that at some point. So on the Nerds Tribe, Batman and Dexter Douglas have a minor disagreement. You're a big fan of Dexter Douglas. What's he fighting with Batman over?
What the decor of the Batcave entrance should be, whether or not it should have neon. Remember, Dexter did get kicked out of the Justice League for painting Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
I mean, did Dexter get kicked out or did Freakazoid get kicked out?
Yeah, semantics. But
I mean, there's a reason Dexter is here and Freakazoid isn't. Freakazoid is yet to win a season.
Mr. Wayne has taken pity on Dexter and offered him a paid internship. Just outside of Gotham. He's starting to kind of get on his nerves. He's asking for too many Totino's pizza rolls from Alfred, and he just can't keep up with the microwave.
What the fuck? Wait. How do they have a microwave on the island? Did Batman scout the island ahead of time and build a cave on his tribe's beach?
Oh, always. That's what Batman does.
Well, everywhere he walks, a lot of money just falls out of his suit. And that's actually how he's bulletproof. He just stuffs a bunch of Benjamin Franklin's in his suit, and they absorb the bullets, but they're still legal tender because they haven't been shot all the way in half.
Wait, so he doesn't use coins; he uses fucking $100 bills.
Well, think of how dense the coins are.
Yeah. I mean, but the amount of bills you'd need to stop—that's way more than the amount of coins you'd need.
Listen, Max, these are crisp undies. I don't know.
Straight out of the Federal Reserve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't yet have trace amounts of cocaine yet because,
Wait, is the only thing that makes money not bulletproof the cocaine?
Apparently.
Okay. This tracks. Anyway, we have an alliance forming with all 7 of these motherfuckers. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember the tribe enough to know who's not inside of this alliance except for the Super Nintendo.
Cory Booker.
Oh, no, not Cory Booker.
Super Nintendo and Cory Booker. No,
and someone
good.
else. Okay. Donald, do you understand the concept of an alliance in Survivor?
Yeah, it's like a mutual defense pact, only even shittier.
Yeah, that sounds about right, especially with Batman, who has absolutely no loyalty and will vote out his own friends whenever he feels like it.
That's Batman.
Yeah, but okay, good. I asked you a really condescending question, and you gave an amazing answer. 5 points to Snake. I don't fucking know. On the Geeks Tribe, David Lopan and Mewtwo find something in common. For those of you who are unfamiliar, David Lopan and Mewtwo are best friends. I don't know if it's David Lopan's cool powers and Mewtwo's cool powers, whatever. But they've played a game before together. They did really well together, so they're BFFs. So I think this is an instance of them going, "Oh, I remember you," and then Mewtwo going, "Oh yeah, it's you." And then they
Hey,
did.
how's it going?
Yeah, and then Mewtwo brainwashed a chick with green eyes, and she went and hung out with David Lopan, and they were BFFs. All he needs, girls with green eyes.
And apparently pink hair.
Whatever floats his boat, man. And then we
We don't
got
judge.
a really big alliance over here too, which is not including. I don't know the tribes enough yet.
Well, at least Bigger the Cat is on there.
No, I don't want him to do well.
I mean, whoever's not in there looks like they're probably going to get voted out.
That's true. Probably for tax evasion. We're gonna find out who's the next Yoshi.
Poor Yoshi.
He deserved it. Okay.
Are we sure it's Dogbert and
Bowser.
and it's actually Dogbert and not Scott Adams controlling him like Kate Sith?
We're not sure. So Scott Adams promised us he'd stop talking about how much he loved Trump if we put Dogbert in an episode of Anime Survivor. And it didn't work out, and Dogbert won, so it's ruined all of our credibility, and Scott Adams is still a garbage person. But I'm pretty sure this is just evil Dogbert and not Scott Adams. There's a very, narrow difference there in that Dogbert hates everything, and Scott Adams just hates everything, but, not in a fair way.
We'll never be sure unless we can figure out whether or not Dogbert is actually mechanical.
I mean, Dogbert's the Pope. I think it's pretty obvious. This is Pope Dogbert here.
That would make him the Mecha Pope.
Well, maybe if they vote out Dogbert, we'll find out if he's actually a robot. I hope not. I would be very upset if it turned out that this was Scott Adams in disguise. That would ruin all of our credibility as anime convention panelists.
We had credibility.
Good point. I don't know who's going home. I'm going to say Katara.
Bowser or Psyduck or Katara, I think.
Okay. Anyone else
I think
have a guess?
those are the three who weren't the alliance.
Yeah, I'll second Katara, I guess.
Okay. And then, Donald, you think it's Mecha Dogbert?
I think it's Mecha Dogbert.
Okay. Katara gets a vote, Psyduck gets a vote, Jasmine... Fucking goddamn it.
Three-way.
Okay, so...
Max, can't be consistent.
They're supposed to be good at this game. They have high strategy scores, and they open the fucking game by having 3 targets. Are they drunk? I mean, we all know Psyduck is.
I have to look at Psyduck.
Okay, Psyduck. Katara. Psyduck. Katara. Okay, so 3 votes Psyduck, 3 votes Katara, 1 vote Jazz. 3 votes left.
3 votes left.
2 more votes for Jazz.
One more. I was afraid. I saw Jazz come up. I'm like, fuck. Nope, Psyduck is gone.
Bye,
Well,
Duck.
They
No wine mom this time.
She was drinking all the alcohol.
Rest in Pinot.
God damn it. So Psyduck received votes from Gino, Jazz, Katara, Kuwabara, Mewtwo. Makes sense. Only Wow, Mewtwo just immediately votes out the only other Pokemon in the game. What a fucking traitor.
Yeah, because he's the best.
Well, Mewtwo has a complex because Psyduck is like a quasi-psychic, and Mewtwo is a real psychic type.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of some conflict there. And Mewtwo just really thinks that Psyduck's kind of bringing down the brand and the type reputation.
That's fair. Okay, in that case, what type is Dogbert?
Well, he's white and fluffy, so I'm going to say normal. Unless
Okay.
he actually turns out to be normal steel.
Also probably dark.
Because he's Mecha Dogbert.
Yeah, I was expecting Steel. That's good. I mean, Andrew raises a good point. Is he a dark or a pseudo-dark type? Like Psyduck is pseudo-psychic.
I think he's pseudo dark because he's got a lot of dark moves.
Mm-hmm. I mean, definitely has Thief, Payback, Knockoff. So
Jazz finds an idol.
yeah, on the Geeks Tribe, Jazz finds the hidden immunity idol. Donald, how the hidden immunity idol works is in a tribal council, they can play it for themselves or another player. And if they do, the idol will nullify any votes cast against the player it's played for. So in theory, if in that last iteration, if Psyduck had an idol and played it, those 5 votes wouldn't have counted, so then Katara would have had the most votes and been voted out.
That sounds like a potent piece of authentic cultural appropriation.
The idol?
Yes.
Well, it depends. I mean, yeah, sometimes it looks pretty. They're going for it. Sometimes it's just a fucking stick. There was a game where it was literally a stick.
How do you know it's an idol?
That requires a lot of actual Survivor lore because they made the stick as an idol in reference to a previous season where someone claimed a normal stick was an idol.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Because they had one season where literally all of the idols were references to older seasons.
This sounds like it requires a community college class worth of lore.
Yeah, it does. I spent the first 2 months of quarantine watching enough anime Survivor to teach a community, watching enough real Survivor to teach a community college class on it. I'm going to be honest.
Congratulations, Max. You're now an adjunct to SRJC.
Yes, I did it.
So proud of
I've achieved my dream of being a community college professor. Anyway, the Nerds tribe wins immunity again. Snake remains safe, and they get a fishing kit, which is probably useful because I think until this point they were just throwing the Super Nintendo's controllers in the water and hoping it worked out.
you. Yeah.
I mean,
Or
it's
they were
sound
just playing
strategy.
the fishing game on SNES.
I mean, all you gotta do is just coat that Nintendium in fish paste and just huck it in the water. And,
Where's the fish paste?
well, you get it from the previous fish.
Where do you get the previous fish?
You have to do what they did in that one part of the Mulan training montage, where they reach into the water and just grab a fish, which has a high critical fail rate, and you just might grab your teammate's leg,
And then
so
you accidentally defeat the Huns?
Yes, and so once one of them just tripped over their dick into a natural 20, they could just keep making fish paste and keep eating the SNES, and it just worked out fine.
Now I have a feeling that like any interaction like this, we could go that way, which is way more fun. What you did, but it's kind of like a conversation with a kid where you keep answering questions and they keep asking questions, and you're just eventually like, fuck it, I don't know, God made it that way. Except we have Batman on the tribe. So where did they get the fish paste? Eventually it boils down to Batman had it.
Yes, he has a tactical tube of fish paste in his utility belt.
But he didn't tell anyone and made them do the Mulan thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet.
I think Taiju just caught a fish with his bare fucking hands.
No, he caught it with his bare fucking face, man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Zuko tried burning a fish, didn't work out.
Yeah, they're in the water.
Anyway, Cory Booker and Rossiu bond strongly. This doesn't make any fucking sense to me because Cory Booker is a big advocate of like housing density. And the last thing Rossiu wants to do is keep everyone in small apartments and caves.
They're reaching across the aisle. This is an act of bipartisanship.
Okay.
Cory Booker has agreed to means test his housing plans, which has greatly appeased Rossiu.
Okay. And I mean, Rossiu is a man of compromise as long as it doesn't involve the world population exceeding 1 million humans, which he has failed at considerably. But, you know, it worked out. We started throwing galaxies at each other and won.
Yeah.
And then Cory Booker and Snake bond slightly. Who wants to take this one on?
I mean, Cory Booker had some political opponents. He needed to go away, and Snake did the job.
If that worked, Cory would be the nominee right now.
I think that Cory Booker just started rubbing his snake. That's what
Started what?
rubbing his snake. And it's like,
He just has a pet snake.
this is an innuendo, okay? Like fucking goddamn.
Sam, no.
First he had to make
We
a
can
snake
only
make-
make dick jokes about Cool Bar's spirit sword. That is the only penis joke we're allowed to make for the night, okay?
I'm sorry. Solid Snake is a penis joke. Like let's
No.
be clear. This is
No.
what Kajimi was thinking.
Well, first his snake had to start as Naked Snake, and then he had to turn it into Solid Snake. Eventually, it just grew into Old Snake, But we're not going to talk about that.
Is it Soft Snake? Has he like ejected water
Liquid
out?
Snake.
No, you're thinking of Liquid Snake.
So after he was Solid Snake, he ejected Liquid Snake and became Soft Snake.
Well, you're missing out on Solidest Snake at that point.
Move
Oh,
on.
boy.
Solid Snake leaves the alliance.
He heard all these jokes and he just couldn't live with himself. He's like, I have to get voted out right now.
Please vote me out.
No, Snake, you'll create a time paradox.
Not yet. Later. I don't know.
Fortunately, he's safe because they won the immunity challenge.
Yeah, he unfortunately. Anyway,
Next
Gino
round.
and Jazz bond strongly. Donald, you may not be familiar with this, but Gino is actually you know those teddy bears you put in your kids' room so you can spy on the babysitter?
Yeah, I've seen Meet the Parents.
Yeah, that's what Gino is.
Except he
Oh.
has guns in his hands.
Except he has guns in his hands and he is funded by King DDD.
Okay, so it sounds a little bit like the plot of Cyborg 009.
I've not seen that, but I will agree with you.
Yep, same.
What I think is happening here is Jazz is using Gino to bond on to spy on the rest of the tribe for her, and Gino
Or she just
is,
noticed that he has orange hair. She's a fan.
okay. I mean, yeah. If you want to do okay, if that's the case, why the fuck is she not bonding with Kuwabara?
Because he's fucking
He's
cool
busy
hard,
hanging out with
okay?
Mewtwo, though.
I mean,
And I'm pretty sure Jazz was not okay with Mewtwo.
no, she's not. She doesn't hate him. She's not a big fan.
Yeah, there is a stark lack of Daywalker solidarity here.
Well, Jazz and Gino are trying. They're trying, but Mewtwo's bringing Kuwabara in, I guess.
Yeah, they're saying great job on that puzzle out of the gate.
Okay, so they're just high fiving.
Yeah.
Okay, and then a new alliance forms with Bowser, Katara, and Mewtwo. And then Dogbert is medically evacuated from the game. Now,
Apparently the connection dropped.
huh?
Apparently the connection dropped and Scott Adams could no longer control Dogbert.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say no. It said medically evacuated, not mechanically evacuated. So I think Dogbert is confirmed not Steel type.
Oh.
What if he's a cyborg
right.
and they just can't tell?
You know, I think that's not something we're gonna find out this season of Anime Survivor.
Automail maintenance will be covered under Medicare for all. So,
Yeah.
so automail maintenance is medical care. So a medevac does make sense here.
Okay, I mean, Winry's a mechanic though, and she performs automail maintenance, not a doctor.
Right, but she'll still be able to accept funding from the state under single payer.
Does that make her a doctor?
Well, if you could argue that limbs are medically necessary, then yes.
You know, I think I'd agree that they are. But what's important here is Dogbert is gone, and Bowser, Katara, and Mewtwo are friends now. Which is just... I don't even fucking know what that is. So, bye, Dogbert. Hopefully chat wasn't rooting for Dogbert.
They don't appear to be.
I mean, they were rooting for Psyduck, who immediately died. Cory Booker
Yeah.
finds a hidden immunity idol.
Good. He found his speech.
Yeah. It's just his speech was buried in the sand, and he found it.
And it has hidden immunity idol.
It's
written on
his
top of it.
concession speech.
Yeah,
Like,
everyone
oh.
feels pity and lets him stay on the island after that.
I love the idea of him playing it in tribal council. He just goes up. It's like, everybody, I'm so sorry, I'm being voted out. And then all the votes just stop working. And we still have an alliance. And Jazz has an idol, and we have two alliances, and Mewtwo is in both of them. Because, of course, he is.
That sounds like classic Mewtwo.
Mewtwo's very good at Anime Survivor. He is one of only 2 repeat winners.
He's playing 5-dimensional chess.
He really is. I mean, all Mewtwo does is play 5-dimensional chess. Normal chess is too hard, so he just uses, like, Giovanni as a chess piece. Much more exciting.
Yes.
Anyway, his team finally wins immunity. I guess Dogbert was holding him back. So I would believe the Scott Adams thing, actually. Scott Adams would definitely hold a team back from winning a tribal council.
Yeah, otherwise that'd be socialism.
Yeah.
So maybe Kuwabara went and found Dogbert behind a tree somewhere.
Yeah, no, here's the thing. They won immunity, and they got pillows, blankets, and chairs, which they had to share among themselves, which is socialism.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're right. Dogbert was not okay with that. So I'm trying to look at who else here wouldn't be okay with socialism. Bigger the Catter he likes people paying taxes, so I think he's cool with it. Bowser thinks princesses should be shared by all, so he's pretty socialist.
Same with David Lopan with girls with green eyes.
No. He wants them for himself, though. He wants all of the girls with green eyes. That's not socialism.
I think Jazz is sus here because she's working as part of COINTELPRO.
But Jazz is super left.
Jazz is... I feel like Jazz could go either way. Like Jasmine's all like female empowerment, but I could see Jazz in 20 years being like, ugh.
No, I think she's totally a honeypot.
Jazz is 16.
Yeah,
we went over this last time when her and Spike Spiegel started dating.
Max, I'll have you know that 16 is legal in Nevada.
Only if it's straight. If it's gay, it's not. Nevada has different age of consents based on heterosexuality and homosexuality.
Oh boy.
I know my age of consent laws for some reason.
Max,
Hey,
I
you're
didn't
in
know you were a
politics.
libertarian.
Technically, it's even feel. No, I had a friend once ask me, "Hey, is it okay if I sleep with this girl?" And I thought he meant legally, not ethically. And I found a color-coded map of age of consent laws. I'm like, I love color-coded maps.
That you do, Max. That you do.
I do. Maps are my friend. If elections didn't have maps, I wouldn't have majored in political science. Anyway, Sasuke's impressing the rest of the team. No, he's not.
I mean,
He's
the rest of the team is pretending they're impressed.
He just intimidated them.
He just stared at everybody, and they're like, "Wow, dude, you're good at that. Cool." Yeah. He won a staring contest against everybody, one at a time. He never blinked. Then let's see. Bigger the Catter is impressing the rest of the team on the Geeks tribe.
Oh well, he's just being bigger the Catter.
He's the biggest of cats.
Yeah.
No, the
Everyone's
biggest of
impressed
cattest.
just by that.
Right. Thank you for correcting me.
And he told everyone that they all looked good on their taxes.
Yeah. Hey, none of you are going under audit this year.
See, everyone likes to hear that.
Yeah. But then he leaves the alliance. Which is not the big cat move there.
which is hella sus, and it's causing everyone to believe that maybe they are getting audited.
Maybe they should vote him out. Oh well, they can't. Who's going home? I think it's the Super Nintendo.
I think it's Snake because he just left that alliance.
Oh, he did. You're right.
Last term. He heard all those Snake jokes we made, and he's just like, I gotta get out of here.
Okay, so you think it's Snake. I think it's the Super Nintendo. Anyone else have guesses?
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with the Snake thing.
Okay. Donald.
I'm undecided.
Okay, that's I don't know how you could be undecided in such a pivotal election like this, but by all means. Cory has the idol. He uses it on himself like a fucking nerd.
Go, Cory.
I'm Cory Booker. I'm withdrawing from this game, and he received no votes.
Damn, Lassie.
So the first vote is the Super Nintendo, and then Sasuke, and then the Super Nintendo,
Oh,
and then the Super
Max went
Nintendo.
right.
And you know the Super Nintendo is voted out 9-1.
Oof.
Guys, I
Sorry,
did
Super
it.
Wow.
Cory Booker, you're terrible at Anime Survivor.
Yeah, what the
I
fuck?
mean, we knew that though.
No, he's won a season.
Yeah, with political opponents.
He
They all
in the
suck
final
even more.
3, He beat Elizabeth Warren, and I don't remember who he was up against. I think Tulsi Gabbard.
Oh God.
Does Tulsi Gabbard count?
was supposed to be like evil incarnate.
Tulsi Gabbard is shockingly good at Anime Survivor. Of the 3 seasons she's played, she's made it to the finale twice.
Why is Tulsi
I thought
Gabbard
she was
been in
Chaos
3
incarnate
seasons?
because of the whole Project Veritas thing.
Oh yeah, no, she's the fucking worst. But she formed an alliance with the 2 other fucking worst people, Bill de Blasio and Michael Bloomberg, and ran it till the end. Except for that brief period where she teamed up with Mayor Pete and then immediately betrayed him.
What if Tulsi is secretly cute?
You know? I'd believe it. She's Tulsi is sus. Of chat, if the Wii had won, things had been different. Chat, the Wii was medically evacuated in the first tribal council.
Yeah, but the Wii was gonna take over that game if it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. I'm still on. I still think the Weebcast should have won. Dreamcast was robbed.
A little bit.
Imagine having 30 good season ideas and instead doing video game consoles. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea?
I mean, we did.
Shut up. Anyway,
That's fake.
we
That
have
was
these-
deep faked. I don't know what you're talking about.
So wait, everybody in the Geeks tribe is in an alliance except one person who I cannot remember.
Zuko?
No, Zuko's in the
No,
Nerds
Other
tribe.
tribe.
Okay.
I clicked next before I could see everyone again. Doesn't matter. Geeks won the immunity challenge, so nerds are going back to tribal council, and a new alliance forms between Kagia, Rossiu, Snake, and Hello Zuko here.
Oh, good. Kagia's getting her alliances rolling.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think her Rossiu and Zuko are in this one and the other one, so they basically just went to Snake and went, "Hey Snake, want to work with us again anyway?"
It's like we still like you,
Yeah, you're still cool.
even after the jokes.
We like that box. It's fun. I don't know. That's all I've got.
Well, I think the way this alliance is played out is that Snake has Fulton, Kaguya, and Rossiu, and Zuko turned out to be the man on fire, but he doesn't remember that he hates Snake, and so he's actually allies with Snake now.
Andrew, did any of that make sense to you?
Well, I haven't played Metal Gear Solid either, so no.
Wait. So you main Snake, but have never played Metal Gear Solid?
Well, he's like a silly main. Like, I just do him for Explosion Man, because I like making people explode.
Okay, so
Yeah,
He's the best name.
you just do beep beep.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Donald, none of us are familiar with Metal Gear Solid lore, so you can say whatever you want and pretend it's canon.
I mean, I've played.
No, you haven't, Sam.
Snake is canonically bisexual.
Cool.
I unironically believe that.
Yeah. That one's easy.
With Otacon, right?
I want to believe Snake would fuck.
No, that's the wrong Snake. So this I'm talking about the Snake as Big Boss, who is the art you're using.
Okay.
In Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, you can date your head of logistics, who is a half Japanese, half American man named Kazuhiro Miller, or you can date the secret double agent, Pacifica Ocean, who you know is Paz.
I don't
posing
know. I do not
as
know.
She's posing as a 16-year-old Costa Rican schoolgirl who is trying to like stop conflict in South America. But
Wait, are you explaining the plot of Metal Gear Solid or 21 Jump Street?
no, just Peace Walker.
Okay.
And you can date either one. It's kind of like a Rudy Giuliani situation where Snake thinks she's a teenage girl when she's actually not. She's actually a CIA agent.
I mean, yeah, those two are mutually exclusive. Okay.
So what I'm hearing is that Snake is a libertarian.
Yes, if you go found your own militia in South America, I think that makes you libertarian by default.
Yeah, John
That's
McAfee.
fair.
Anyway, Bowser and Kuwabara have a minor disagreement. I think that what happened here is Bowser tried to kidnap Hiei's sister, and Kuwabara was not about that. Or maybe he tried to kidnap Valagray. I don't know. Definitely just tried to kidnap a princess, and Kuwabara has a lot of chivalry, so he was not down for that. Which is
again, we're seeing a lack of ginger solidarity here.
Well, I mean, you know, there's Northern Ireland and then there's Ireland. And then but in a form of ginger solidarity, Jazz and Kuwabara do bond. So I think we've established
Orange
Ireland.
hair.
Huh?
Orange hair.
Orange hair? Yeah. They're getting it together.
So what we've established is that Bowser is a black and tan.
Because I'm not. That's unionist.
Yes.
I mean, that hat looks very English to me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Bowser's a unionist. Kuwabara, Gino, and
he's
Jazz
honoring
are all
John
members
Bain
of the
right now.
IRA. What did you say?
Bowser is currently honoring John Bain right now.
What a piece of shit. Anyway, who's going home? It can't be Bowser, regardless of how bad his politics are.
I think it's gonna be Batman.
Why would it be Batman? I think it's Cory Booker.
Oh no, yeah, it's Cory Booker.
It's
You're
Cory
right.
Booker.
He
Booking
wasted
it
his
out
idol.
of the game. Yeah.
He's got to drop out eventually.
Better safe than sorry. First vote, Dexter Douglas.
Uh-oh.
Dexter Douglas. Sasuke.
Oh, I know who voted for Dexter. It was Batman.
7 votes Sasuke, 2 votes Dexter. So Sasuke, the tribe has spoken. Cory Booker has not yet.
Lives another day.
Yeah,
You were
but
wrong,
Batman didn't
voted
vote
for
out
Baxter.
Dexter, even though Dexter fucked up the pizza rolls. He voted out Sasuke instead.
No,
yeah,
Dexter,
I mean, Batman's all about the edge, and Sasuke was really challenging him for that edge crown.
Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't appreciate Sasuke's staring abilities. He was like, "No, I do that." So,
Sasuke was right in line to take his place on the Justice League space station, where all he does is stare at a screen, with this completely blank.
Yeah, I don't think Sasuke would be content with that. He has to go and kill random good guys because they were more powerful than him when he was a kid, and that can't be dealt with. That's not allowed. So yeah, Sasuke and Cory Booker voted out Dexter Douglas, and everyone else voted out Sasuke. So we've got 16 players left, which means we are at the tribe swap. So all the tribes are going to get swapped around except Batman, who's put in exile, which means he's just not on a tribe right now, and he'll join whichever tribe has to next vote someone out. So our new tribes, we have the Dweebs, composed of Bigger the Catter, Cory Booker, Dexter Douglas, Snake, and Taiju.
You know, that name is very fitting with Cory Booker and Dexter Douglas.
It really is. We have the Dunces, which is David Lopan, Jazz Fenton, Katara, Kuwabara, and Rossiu. So we've got some Daywalkers going on. And are Jazz's eyes green?
No, they're blue.
Blue, okay. So
No,
Cory...
those look green to me.
I don't know,
that's the thing. Like, her headband feels bluer. I don't know if it's the same color as her headband. I think it depends. David Lopan might kidnap her. We're not sure yet. And then we have the Dorks, which is Bowser, Gino, Kagia, Mewtwo, and Zuko here. Which is, as far as, like, roles for Kagia to go, kind of bad. Her and Mewtwo hate each other with an intense passion, as Mewtwo betrayed her in the final 4 of season 19 when he voted her out. And we went to the finale with Mewtwo, David Lopan, and Tulsi Gabbard.
That was a good stab in the back.
That was brutal. I mean, she outlasted Vladimir Putin. That's what's important. So let's see. Yeah, so on the Dweebs tribe, the only alliance is Dexter Douglas and Taiju. They are working together. On the Dunces tribe, Jazz has an idol. And then Jazz, Kuwabara, and David Lopan are a tight 3.
Ooh, that's not going to be good for everyone else.
No, it's not. So Katara and Rossio are definitely kind of fucked. And then on the Dorks tribe, we have Kagia and Zuko here versus Gino and Mewtwo, and then Mewtwo and Bowser. So that's bad for Kagia and Zuko here.
Yeah, that depends. They might work together. We'll see.
Well, I mean, Kagia and Zuko here will work together. It depends on if Mewtwo can corral Gino and Bowser to work together.
Yeah.
Which does not always work.
Nope.
So we have our immunity challenge, and we're going to find out Kaguya's fate because her tribe is going to tribal council. The dweebs win pastries, coffee, and iced coffee, which Bigger the Catter assures them they do not need to count as income for their taxes.
That's important.
It's important.
Yeah, does that count as an in-kind contribution?
No, it does. Bigger the Catter says it doesn't, so they're fine.
Okay.
For Cory Booker, definitely.
Yeah, he's special though.
Only if he's still running for president. We're not sure yet.
Well, maybe the taxes work a little bit different in New Jersey.
I think in New Jersey, taxes are just whatever.
I mean, I thought if you get elected president, you'd have to pay taxes. Just like
yeah, that's
Trump.
how it works. Obviously, once you're elected president, your tax rate is whatever you say it is, and your kids don't have to pay taxes. And I'm gonna proceed because yeah. Cory Booker and Snake find something in common. These two are becoming close friends.
I still think he knocked off some political opposition for him.
I think that Cory Booker is vetting Snake to be his running mate.
Yeah, Snake is one of his contacts from the military-industrial complex, and
yeah, getting a lot of those votes.
The pharma money is starting to run out. The Pfizer money is starting to run out, and now it's time to accept some money from Raytheon.
Raytheon does have excellent missiles. The best missiles. And then Cory Booker and Dexter Douglas form an alliance.
Well, Cory Booker does need the crucial Silicon Valley vote.
Yeah,
And,
he also needs people to run those phone banks, and Dexter's great at that.
I was going to say, Dexter's using Cory as his one black friend. That's what this, I don't know. I think Cory Booker is building up a great presidential cabinet right now. His campaign to become president of Anime Survivor is going much better than his campaign to be actual president.
Yeah, which makes sense.
And then on the Dunce's tribe, Jazz has an idol. Cool. And the Dork's tribe, nothing happens.
hey, Max, what are the chances that characters from Star Wars are going to wind up on future episodes of Anime Survivor?
If that's what people want to have happen, that's what'll happen. That's the chance.
Because right now there's some controversy with The Mandalorian season 2 because Ahsoka Tano has been cast as who's cast Cory Booker's girlfriend is been cast to play Ahsoka Tano.
Okay.
And so if Ahsoka Tano ever winds up on Anime Survivor in the same time frame as Cory Booker, it could be a conflict of interest.
Okay. I mean, I think if we're gonna do a Star Wars one, we have to do Star Wars versus Christmas. Okay. Obviously, right? That's the one.
It was a crime against Christmas.
That's the one that would have to happen. It would be the Anime Survivor Star Wars Christmas special.
God.
What, Sam?
I just said God.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited too. Anyway, who's going home? I think it's Kagia.
Yeah.
I think my girl's going home.
I don't want it to be, but I don't actually know how this is going to go.
I'm scared.
Bowser or Gino turn on each other. That could
Come
give
on, Bowser
Kagia
and Gino.
the opening.
Unfortunately, Kaguya has to go home because no one else wants to play Pokemon cards with her or Yu-Gi-Oh or whatever.
Yeah, but she was our running favorite. She won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
Or, well, not in a row, but
Well,
she won.
She won.
So far.
Yeah. Mewtwo is the only person to have beaten her, but she is also the only person to have beaten Mewtwo. So It's a Clash of the Titans. Anyway, the first vote's Mewtwo. God damn it. Kagia, that's not going to work.
No, that was not a good. That
Nope.
was not a good.
Wrong target.
Like,
Kagia.
that was a poor shot.
Poor shot. Mewtwo. Kagia. Okay.
I think she knew what was happening, but she had to make a statement.
Kagia's gone. Fuck this. I'm out.
Yeah, she knew what was happening, but she made a statement. It's like, I know you're taking me at Mewtwo. I'm making sure you know.
This is the dark, and then she's replaced by Batman.
Oh God.
Okay, Batman needs to get
Now
voted
here's
out.
the thing: Kaguya's strongest alliances were Zuko, Batman, and Jazz Fenton, and she just didn't have enough of them.
Yeah,
This
you
is
gotta
the
kinda
darkest
wreck with that
timeline.
swap.
Mewtwo can go fucking kill himself. I'm very upset.
Well, he'll make it seem like this has happened, but really he'll wipe your brain.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be bad. He's gonna put me into the body of my Pokemon, and my Pokemon is a chronically depressed Sentret.
Really, I would never thought of that. It would be Sentret. I thought it would maybe be at least a Furret.
I mean, if I could have crocheted a Furret, it would be a Furret. But no, my one of my favorites is Sentret.
Max, that wasn't Mewtwo. That was Jeff Bezos.
Fucking Jeff Bezos ruining everything. Anyway, I'm so demotivated now. I just want this all to be over. So I'm just gonna click. Oh, now you find the fucking idol, Zuko. You piece of shit.
Yeah,
Hello,
a little
Zuko.
late on that.
Fuck you, Zuko.
So close, Zuko.
Did
so
one
close.
goddamn job: keep Kaguya alive, so she could beat you again. So we have a reward challenge, and Batman,
don't care
Bowser,
about.
Geno, Mewtwo, and Zuko win 3 hens and a rooster, and there are 4 of them. So who doesn't get a pet chicken?
Well, Mewtwo takes all of them and sets them free.
Well, no, first he clones them and makes them fight.
God, what now? I like the idea of him setting him free. Mewtwo's trying to get that Sia money. For those of you who are unfamiliar, which is everybody, Sia, you know, the musician.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the CIA.
No, Sia, the musician, is a big fan of Survivor and used to give money to whichever player was the nicest to the chickens.
The fuck?
But then once people started metagaming for the Sia money, she stopped doing it. And she just gave money to whoever her favorite was. Because, no, what happened was people would start actively, like, letting the chickens go because to them the Sia money was more important than eating.
Oh boy.
So Mewtwo's going for that Sia money, I guess. And then the dweebs win some eggs. And presumably they all throw them at Cory in the middle of one of his speeches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bad speech. And then, now they win fucking immunity. I'm bitter. Just in case you didn't know. With Kaguya gone, I don't know, man. So, Dexter, Douglas, and Taiju have a small fight.
Taiju's just being too spunky for Dexter.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, Taiju's like, hey, Dexter, want to go run around and smash our heads on rocks? And Dexter's like, I just want to, like, play video games in a dark
And maybe
corner.
do some of these calls for Cory Booker.
I think that Taiju was trying to use Dexter to replace Senku. And Dexter was just not into it.
Yeah, Dexter's like, leave me alone. I'm trying to figure out how to ask out Steph. I love that, like, unironically, he'll just date Steph as Freakazoid because it's easier. And it's wrong. Steph's two-timing him with him. Fucking Steph. Anyway, on the Dunce's tribe, Geno has abandoned. Now Geno leaves Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm so fucking upset. You don't even know.
I feel you, Max. I'm sorry too.
And Batman and Mewtwo find something in common. Batman's betrayed me. For Mewtwo. Fucking Mewtwo. Mewtwo's evil. I don't know. I don't have anything. I'm still distraught.
I just can't figure out what Batman and Mewtwo would have in common.
A hatred of people.
A dislike of organized crime.
Okay.
They're teaming up. We're gonna have Batman Pokemon Fall of Giovanni. It's gonna be the next Pokemon movie. That's the crossover I want. Anyway, who's going home and why is it Bigger the Catter?
Well, what if it's Dexter Douglas?
Why would it be Dexter Douglas? He's a nerd computer ace. He was surfing on the internet and got zapped onto this fucking island.
Well,
I'm
Bigger
actually
the
a little
Catter.
worried about Taiju here because he's not buddy with Cory, Dexter, and Snake, and Cory is buddy with Dexter.
Corey's
and
the
Snake.
kingpin of this tribe.
Yes.
So Bigger the Catter's problem is he's part of the deep state, and Cory Booker he just doesn't have Bigger the Catter in his plans.
I mean, if the deep state's not going to support Corey, why work with them, right?
Well, the thing is, Bigger the Catter is from a deep state that's probably 20 or 30 years old. So Bigger the Catter is only a neoliberal, where Cory Booker is a neoliberal.
No, he's we don't worry, like all of the bombs have peace signs on them.
Yeah, all of the bombs have peace signs on them, and all of the bottles of medicine have coupons for Chick-fil-A.
No, they wouldn't have Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A hates the gays. They would actually all of the medicine actually makes you pay more for Chick-fil-A. We're gonna tax the homophobes. And then Judge Amy Coney Barrett will rule it unconstitutional, and then we'll cry. Anyway, yeah. In case anybody was concerned that Blake and I were just being kind of leftist shitlords, I brought in Donald, who is like actually a leftist shitlord.
Nice.
Yeah, right. It's exciting.
You're welcome. I'm here to make you all look moderate.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Really mixes it up.
You all get to look like Mitt Romney while I'm here.
Oh God, no! Please don't. He's a fucking cuck. Anyway, Dexter gets a vote. Bigger the Catter gets a vote. Dexter gets a vote. Bigger the Catter Bigger the Catter goes home in a 3-2 vote. Dexter
Well, we did
receiving
kind of
votes
expect
from
that.
Bigger and Snake.
What? Not Taiju?
Not Here's what I think. I think Snake is either A, on a mission to assassinate Cory Booker, which I hope is not the case, or B.
Well, Cory Booker's not his mentor, so that's not going to happen.
No. I mean, yeah, but Cory's trying to get Snake to be his VP. Maybe Snake's just like trying to get rid of people close to Cory.
Yeah, I think he saw Dexter as a threat to his VP slot.
Yeah, maybe.
No, we're seeing a bit of an internal party conflict between the military-industrial complex.
In Snake.
Snake is the military-industrial complex. Where Dexter Douglas is, he is the future of privatized surveillance.
So Dexter Douglas is big tech.
He's Palantir.
Okay.
And Snake thinks that Palantir is too newfangled. Really just old-fashioned war is the way of the future.
Okay. And Taiju's all about actual old-fashioned war with like sticks.
Yes.
Okay.
Taiju wants to make war great again.
Yeah. So Cory's just being courted by 3 warmongering assholes.
Yes.
Okay. Hopefully his optimism will save the day. I'm just gonna click some buttons while we go through everything.
Okay, actually, I was wrong with my assessment of Snake. Snake actually he represents Eric Prince.
Oh no! Oh
yeah,
no!
so
Are you sure you want to still root for him?
This particular Snake represents Eric Prince. The other Snake is actually the anti-Eric Prince Snake.
Fuck Eric Prince and his goddamn navy. Anyway, Batman's tribe wins rewards. They get utensils, herbs, spices, and kebabs for doing some tossing rings on pegs. Obviously, Batman keeps the kebabs and uses them as batarangs, right? Like, we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
They become kabatarangs.
Yeah, Kabatarangs. And then Snake's tribe wins kebabs. How do you think everybody uses the kebabs as different war weapons?
Well, no, Snake knows a ration when he sees it.
So Snake eats it, Taiju fights with it, and Dexter...
No, Taiju also eats it. He doesn't think about that shit. Like, he doesn't know that weapons exist until somebody tells him they're a weapon.
That's fair. And Dexter just looks at it and is scared. It's going to, bite him. He got a splinter.
Dexter finds a way to turn it into a surveillance object.
Oh, so Gino. Has he hacked into Gino yet?
We can only assume.
If they're in an alliance, he's hacked into Gino. Anyway, Mewtwo's tribe's going back to Tribal Council.
Uh-oh.
And Snake finds a hidden immunity idol. It was in his box all along.
It was his box.
It was his box. When he gets voted out, he'll just hide in the box. Snake's not here. Guess they don't count. Throw him out. And that's all that happened there. On the Dunce's tribe, Katara and Kuwabara find something in common. I think Kuwabara's building his harem.
Looks like starting.
He's working on Jazz. He's working on Katara. He is definitely going to try to out Chad Zuko, I guess, since Jazz and Katara are both in Zuko's harem. Kagia was too, but she got voted out, and I'm sad about it. It's the most traumatic event in all of October for me. I'm going to be honest. So, we have Batman, Bowser, Geno, Mewtwo, and Zuko. Zuko has the idol. Batman and Zuko are in an alliance. Mewtwo and Bowser are in an alliance. Geno just abandoned Mewtwo. Who's going home?
Gino.
Mewtwo.
Mewtwo. Fucking Mewtwo.
I'd like it to be Mewtwo, but I think it's going to be Gino.
Please be Mewtwo. Donald, do you have a guess?
We really haven't seen that much activity from Geno. Whereas Bowser and Mewtwo kind of working overtime to make alliances.
Yeah, but and hear me out. If Geno gets voted out, then how will Dexter utilize him later in the game?
See, so if Geno gets sent to the dumpster, one of the best ways you can gather intelligence is by looking at people's trash. So it really doesn't enhance...
He'll be on another island.
Yeah, but he'll have a backlog of intelligence to go through.
Oh shit!
And,
no, you're right. He'll be in production.
Yeah, he's gonna ramp up his hiring of temporary contract workers who are actually there quasi legally, so they can't unionize.
Yeah,
so he'll be able to work them to the bone to go through all this trash old intelligence.
So what I'm hearing from you is Dexter's a huge proponent of Prop 22.
Yes.
Fuck you, Dexter. Okay, no one uses an idol. First vote Bowser.
All right, great start.
It should be noted that Dexter is also active in Forward.us, which is the DACA pack.
God.
Founded by Mark Zuckerberg, of course.
Fuck you, Zuckerberg. Anyway, okay, Geno goes home in a 4-1 vote.
Okay, see?
Bye, Geno.
See, Max? Called it.
It's not what I wanted.
But it was expected.
I think Mewtwo's gonna fucking win, man.
Just have to see.
Chat's so upset. Donald, you've ruined Dexter for chat.
It's like when you find out that Elon Musk is actually apartheid royalty.
Yeah, but everyone knows that.
I mean, I didn't know until like last year or something like that.
I knew it
I didn't know
in
till 30 seconds
2018
ago.
because
and
I
didn't
listened
care
to a
before, and I don't
podcast
care
about
now.
it when I was in Colorado.
Yeah, I definitely was not aware until this conversation.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, he's apartheid royalty. His family was super racist. He was.
They owned a
racist
racism factory.
Huh?
They owned a racism factory.
They did. He was admittedly less racist than his family, but that does not say a lot.
Okay.
Really doesn't.
I mean, yeah.
So everybody's in the same tribe now, Donald. So we're gonna look at everything. We've got a big family.
Everyone's now the weeps.
Yeah. They're the weeps. Jazz, Snake, and Zuko have idols. And then our alliances are Batman, Dexter, Rossiu, Taiju, Zuko, which we should name at this point. What should we call this alliance?
Well, there's like 4 nerds in here.
There's
we can call it Five
2.
Eyes.
Huh?
We can call the alliances Five Eyes. There's 5 of them.
5 eyes.
5 guys.
Five eyes.
Five what?
5 eyes.
5 eyes. Okay, I'm in. Got 5 eyes.
Of course, named after the mutual spying program between NATO allies.
Jesus Christ. You're ruining everything. Next, we have David Lopan, Jasmine, Kuwabara, and Mewtwo. Fuck, I'm trying to think of a song with green eyes in the title, but I can't remember any. So
This is just the IRA, right?
yeah, this is the IRA. This alliance is the IRA. Then we have Bowser, Katara, and Mewtwo, who I think we should fittingly call the Unionists.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Snake, Rossiu, and Zuko. This is too many alliances. I'm not going to remember these fucking names.
I think it's Team Political Assassination.
Okay, the Assassins.
They'd all be on board with that. Yeah, this is true.
Okay, so we've got the Assassins, and then we've got
that's MSF over there. That's Militaires Sans Frontières. That is Snake's PMC. He is starting it with a firebender, and I don't know what Ross you can do, but
nothing.
as long as he's willing
He's a
to pull his
pilot and
weight.
government official.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He can't pilot a giant robot, so
Cory Booker and Dexter Douglas. That is a classic. Just running guy, and it's the guy who goes up in the streets and campaigns for him.
Okay, so let's just call this Bro Pack.
Rossi
Anyway.
gets Snake funding.
Anyway, Dexter wins immunity, so chat, good news. He's going to stick around for us to ruin him for longer. He had to swing a pendulum through a frame around a statue, and if the pendulum ever hit the statue, they'd lose. And Dexter, being a fucking nerd, calculated the trajectory of the pendulum and therefore ensured that it would never hit the statue. What a fucking nerd. So we've got our idols. David Lopan and Dexter Douglas find something in common. That makes sense. David Lopan is basically the Chinese deep state, and Dexter Douglas is hoarding everyone's data.
Yes.
Solved? Cool. Dexter and Snake have a major fight. This is, as I believe Donald established, over a disagreement in how modern warfare should be engaged in.
Yes. This is
Or it's over Cory Booker.
Yeah, no, this is how the split between Big Boss and Otacon's dad happens. So we expect Dexter to be pushed off the platform onto a raft and have to dump his robot legs overboard.
Wait, Dexter has robot legs?
Well, Otacon's dad is he's disabled, but he was able to get a date by creating some not prostheses, more like robot leg braces.
Automail?
Kind of. Well, they make his legs move for him, but they're too heavy for the raft, so you had to get rid of them, or else he would drown.
Okay. Checks out. And then Cory Booker and Mewtwo have a major fight. I think Mewtwo's running against Cory Booker for president.
Oh yeah.
Cory Booker's the clear frontrunner for president. Mewtwo's the clear frontrunner for president of Anime Survivor after dispatching Kagia in the Iowa caucus. And Cory's all that stands in his way.
Okay.
And then Dexter leaves the alliance with Batman, Rossiu, Taiju, and Zuko. So Five Eyes. Are we going to keep calling it Five Eyes even though Dexter is gone?
Well, it'll turn to Four Eyes, which will be ironic because the only one wearing glasses will be out of it.
Yeah.
It's true.
So who's going home? Can't be Dexter because he has immunity. Who's not in an alliance? Bowser? Is Bowser in an alliance? Yeah, he is. Everybody has an alliance.
Cory Booker's alliance is only with Dexter Douglas, though.
That's true. I want Mewtwo to go home, so I'm going to say Mewtwo.
Good
That's where I'm
call.
at. That's where I'm at.
I'm gonna go with Bowser because he got votes recently.
He did. Any other guesses?
Cory
Well,
Booker.
I think Corey's his alliance is just falling apart. No, his not his alliance. Well, his coalition is starting to
Yeah,
buckle.
yeah. I mean, it's not exactly a grand coalition. So let's see. Does anybody use an idol? No. First vote, Batman. Cory Booker. Cory Booker. Batman. So we're 2 votes Cory Booker, 2 votes Batman, 3 and 3, 4 votes Booker, and then Katara gets railroaded out of the game.
Oh my god.
6 votes Katara, 4 votes Cory Booker, 3 votes Batman.
Wow, an upset.
I mean, so how yeah, if someone has a majority of votes, half the time it'll do this like switch between the other two and then just dump all of their votes at the end. So
Alright, Katara.
yeah, Katara got voted out by Batman, Cory Booker, Dexter Douglas, Rossiu, Snake, Taiju. So that's who voted her out. And then what's important to me is to know she voted out Batman, so she did not vote with Mewtwo.
Well, it makes sense to vote about Batman because at that point we're talking about indigenous peoples versus billionaires.
Oh yeah, I mean
Yeah.
he's gonna take her oil. It's only a matter of days.
He's got to drill, baby, drill.
Yeah, drill baby drill. Hey man, Batman.
And he needs Rossiu for that.
I mean, Rossiu will acquisition the land for him. That's true. Bowser finds a hidden immunity idol.
Jesus, what?
It's a Union Jack. So now Bowser, Jazz, Snake, and Zuko all have fucking idols.
Jesus.
That's a lot
There's
of idols.
4 idols.
I'm excited. That's too many idols.
It is.
And then yeah, we've got our alliances are all doing. Loyalties are okay. Loyalties with the IRA are pretty good. David Lopan is very committed to Irish independence. It's for all their green eyes. The Unionists fucking hate each other and lost Katara. And then, what were we calling this? MSA?
MSF.
MSF loves each other a lot, and Booker and Dexter are just okay. Bro Pack not doing too well. We have a reward challenge. No one gives a shit about reward challenges, so we're just going to skip it.
Nope.
And then Cory Booker wins immunity.
What the fuck?
He got invited to another debate. He was so excited. He balances on a small beam while holding a buoy with 2 handles. The last person holding their buoy while still on the beam wins. Good job, Cory. You held out longer than we expected you to, much like your presidential campaign.
I mean, I didn't believe in him past like round 2.
Round 2 of what?
This game.
Yeah. Cory Booker has made it shockingly far. So as a note, the lower skill level the player is, and Cory Booker is tied for worst score in Anime Survivor for like a victory win. He has a 6 out of a possible 30 points. For reference, the only other player with a 6 is Katara. And the highest score is 25, which Mewtwo got in the Blood versus Water season. And then Snake got a 24, and Zuko and Kagia both got 22s. But normally, like, the characters average, like, 15, 16. Cory got a fucking 6. The point of this is the lower your score is, the more everyone going into the game dislikes you.
Oh boy.
So everybody was just looking for a reason to vote Cory out, and they just aren't pulling it off. And we got so many fucking idols. So Bowser's impressing the rest of the team, and that is literally the only thing that happened at camp for 3 days. How did Bowser...
When it comes to the British, they're very good at sucking people off.
So he spent 3 days giving everyone blowjobs.
Yes.
Look at those teeth.
That's painful. I think
Well,
they were
he
just
was
impressed he
threatening-
didn't bite
There's
off their
no
dicks.
teeth in the front of his jaw.
That's true.
So actually, he's quite...
And the front of his jaw looks kind of soft.
God.
Now, I don't know if anyone speculated how good of a blowjob Bowser could give, but congratulations, Donald, you're the first. What do you give it out of a 10? Chat, this is not okay.
I mean, he said that a while ago.
I saw it now.
That's fitting.
I'm
But it is
gonna give it a 4 out of 5 for the chemical burns.
Yeah, you might come out a little burned.
Oh no, a 4 out of 10.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was gonna say.
You're welcome, Pocketman. You're welcome.
Everything is the best. Who's going home?
I'm gonna go with Batman.
Yeah, I think it might be Batman.
I mean, go with Mewtwo. I'm committed to Mewtwo. He looks like the fucking aliens from Indiana Jones 4, and because of that, he must go. Also, I have a grudge.
Just a little.
Donald, do you have
Wow.
a guess?
Tonight we learned that Max is racist against aliens.
Yeah, wow,
only
what the
only
fuck, Max?
extraterrestrial ones. From specifically Indiana Jones 4, because that movie is terrible.
This
so
reminds
you
me
hate
of
South American Indians. Okay.
This reminds me of the 4chan thread that I saw on Reddit, where someone said, "Go away, space N-words."
Yeah, we don't need that. So it was a 4chan thread on Reddit. Are you sure it wasn't reposted by 9gag somewhere in between there?
You know, you never can be sure where 9gag really fits in that picture, unless there's a 9gag watermark on the Reddit post, which there usually isn't.
I mean,
But once it's on Facebook, it's going to be an iFunny all the time.
That's true. Anyway, Bowser uses his idol. Let's see if it does fucking anything. Bowser receives 1, 2, 3 votes, and they don't count. And then Jazz gets a vote. And Jazz gets a vote. And Jazz gets a vote.
Oof.
Jazz gets 4. Taiju gets 5.
No,
Bowser wasted his
Taiju.
fucking idol.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, Andrew. Your boy
Poor
Taiju was voted out by a coalition of Bowser.
And
David
I mean-
4
Lopan.
eyes has become 3 eyes now.
Huh? Yeah. So Bowser, David Lopan, Jazz, Kuwabara, and Mewtwo. Which means the Unionists and the IRA Alliance worked together to vote out Taiju.
Yeah, I kind of didn't expect Taiju to make it because he doesn't have someone to buddy up with. Like
He
his
doesn't. I
previous
mean,
time when he went.
without Truck-kun, I don't know what he does.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna go for Zuko now.
Okay, so you and Sam are for Zuko. I'm still for Kuwabara, which turns out worked out since Kagia got voted the fuck out.
Yeah.
And Donald's still on Team Snake. The fact that we've made it this deep, and this was the first time someone's had to change their winner pick, is fucking astounding.
This is true.
Except for
Well,
Chad,
I mean,
who's had
Chad's
to
had
change
to change like 5 times or something.
Yeah, Chad, who are you
Yeah, we
rooting
don't care
for?
about them.
Appreciate
Yeah,
we
Chat
we-
wants us to stop ruining Bowser too.
No, we're gonna ruin everything. Donald is here to upset the order of Anime Survivor and make it great again.
Yes.
That implies it was great once. Everyone's a loser, thanks. Batman. Okay.
All right, well, I guess
So-
Batman's going home next.
Start working on your Batman slander. So 5 eyes is down to 3 people. Zuko is one of them.
Yeah.
And then we've got the IRA and the Unionists. Mewtwo, who played both sides in that conflict. Is Mewtwo like the fucking Welsh?
Maybe.
Whichever faction was cozier with Le Cercle.
I don't know. I'm gonna say Mewtwo is the capitalists.
Because we know Le Cercle ran Margaret Thatcher's campaign. We also know that they're very Catholic. So whatever is the most reactionary fringe of the IRA, that would probably work with the Unionists the most.
Okay, this works. Chad's upset. Chad, I'm with you. This has been a rough game for me too.
Kagia went home.
Kagia went home. I'm distraught. But the Unionists are fairly okay with each other. AMF? Fucking, what is it again?
Oh yeah. AMF does sound good, but right now it's MSF. It's
MSF.
It's
Okay, I got
Soldiers
the
Without
F
Borders
right.
in French.
I got the F right. I'm gonna forget again. And then Booker's the Booker pack is doing better though. They like each other more. We have a reward challenge.
That's because Dexter Douglas was able to get more concessions out of Booker in case of his eventual victory.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, everybody needs to have a Facebook account by law.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bowser wins immunity.
And everyone has to use Facebook coin by law.
Yes. Bowser has to roll balls onto a track to get them onto 3 slots. I mean, to be fair, he does. So Bowser's pose could be one of 2 things: 1, proposing marriage to Peach; 2, bowling. Like that, like his hands out, like he just bowled a ball, and he's like he hit a strike, and he's just like his heart feels so good about it. Or he's asking you to hand him your dick so he can suck it.
Okay, so this all hinges on what do we think Bowser's shoes are. If we think they're bowling shoes, then he's bowling. If we think they're dick-sucking shoes...
I mean, he is wearing a lot of white. He brought his white pants.
Can I ask her a question? What's a dick sucking shoe?
Anything that's white. So the stains don't show.
Oh boy.
Andrew, how are you feeling today?
Let's move forward.
Okay, that's fair.
Just noping all the way home.
So, Dexter and you two find something in common.
They both don't want Cory Booker to win.
I was going to say they're both sick of this conversation.
I think it's their mutual distrust for all of their allies.
Mewtwo can read minds, and Dexter is trying to make an algorithm that will do that for you.
Okay. I like... yeah, I'll take it. So, who's going home? It's not Bowser. Keep saying
I hope
Mewtwo.
it's Batman, but I think it might be part of maybe the Zuko Rusio Snake Alliance.
No, I mean the Zuko Batman Rossio alliance has been getting hit a lot.
Yeah. So I think it's going to continue getting hit.
If they keep getting hit, though, I think it'll be Batman. There's so much thought here. I'm going to say Mewtwo because fuck Mewtwo. That's my official position.
I'm just gonna go with Batman because I don't know.
Okay. No one uses an idol. First vote, Jazz.
Okay.
Dexter, Cory Booker. God, so many different targets.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with all of these targets so far.
I'm not okay with any of these targets. Jazz.
What happened to these characters
Cory
being good?
Huh? No, the problem is, Cory Booker and Dexter Douglas are very pivotal to this current season. I don't want to lose them yet. So it's 3 votes Cory Booker, 3 votes Jazz, 2 votes Dexter Douglas. Cory gets 4. Cory's voted out in a 6-3-2 vote.
Or just couldn't keep his campaign afloat.
Yep.
And so
he
now
played his idol
Dexter
wrong if he still had
technically
it.
qualifies for unemployment.
Yeah. So Bowser voted out Cory Booker. David Lopan voted out Cory Booker. Jazz voted out Cory Booker. Kuwabara, Mewtwo. So this is another instance of the IRA and the Unionists working together. And they reeled in Hello Zuko here. So I think Zuko's getting ready to invade Ireland because their hair is red like fire. I don't know. He's confusing them for the Fire Nation.
I think it's that he's an island nation, and Ireland is an island, and therefore he thinks they're just part of Fire Nation.
I mean,
So
that checks out. That's why they took over the air nomads first, because they're on islands. Fire Nation's an island chain. Therefore,
Yeah, but he's gonna have a tough road ahead of him because it always rains in Ireland, and firebending is a little difficult to work in an island where it always rains.
They'll innovate. By the time Legend of Korra came out, everybody could just lightning bend for no reason. So it's like the power scaling of the universe in Avatar is on par with the power scaling in fucking Gurren Lagann. So,
is it safe to lightning bend when it's raining?
Who cares? I don't think they do.
I mean, if you know the water bending spirit reflect the lightning thing, I mean, you're fine.
I mean, Katara's not here though to help him out.
Yeah, but he doesn't need Katara for that.
Okay.
It was Iroh who taught him that.
Oh yeah. To redirect it. Yeah, but Katara could just make things fun. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Five Eyes for the first time didn't lose a player. And then we've got the IRA, which I think at this point is kind of running the game. The Loyalists and MSF.
Yes.
Yeah. I did it.
MS Paint.
MS Paint, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody's in an alliance except Dexter Douglas.
Ooh boy, not
Meaning
good for him.
He probably wants to win immunity, otherwise he's next.
Yep.
We have another reward. Letters from
he's
home.
scared because Elizabeth Warren is about to regulate big tech.
And he needs to stop her.
Yes.
I mean, Elizabeth Warren's good at Anime Survivor. She's made it to the final 3 both times she's played. I was hoping she'd win, but Katara voted her out. Fuck you, Katara.
Okay.
And she lost Cory Booker. Anyway, so everybody's getting letters from home. Who's writing a letter to Bowser? Is it Channing Tatum from Magic Mike?
Probably not. I mean, it's probably just Bowser Jr. Some of the minions saying "Have fun."
No, I think we're stuck with Channing Tatum teaching Bowser how to strip.
And how to suck
bring
dick
those
without
up
burning
to a 5 out of 10.
I think it's Peach refusing to pay him child support.
Yeah, see that checks out a lot.
I like that. I'll let that go. David Lopan's letter from home. Is it from Jack Burton demanding?
Yeah, Peach has actually relocated to New Hampshire, specifically to the part of New Hampshire where the Libertarians have taken over, and there is no government. Yeah, so no state government, no federal government can really reach her, and so
the Libertarians do not control any of New Hampshire.
They control the town that got overrun by bears.
I think she just moved to Rajesh that fucking Colton, Oregon. Paradise Valley. I don't know. Who's David Lopan's letter home from? I think it's Jack Burton demanding he release Trucktoon. That sound right?
I don't know. I'm not
cool. Okay,
I'm not knowledgeable
Donald,
enough about our lore.
Donald, you've done the most Dexter lore here. Who's Dexter's letter from home from?
Well, Dexter's letter is actually it's a rejected DM from an e-girl. He's trying to pick up the same swag as Elon. Elon is currently dating Grimes, and he was trying to pick up not Poppy, but someone who looks like Poppy.
I don't know who
and
that
also
is.
Streams Fortnite.
Can I just say he got a letter from home and it's just Bella Delphine's bathwater. Good. Okay. Good. We did it. Jazz's letter from home. Chad is so upset.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but this is what Dexter would be in the modern era.
It's true.
It's been 25 years.
Yeah, Dexter would listen to Joe Rogan and microdose and also find a way to
he's-
reinvent indentured servitude on Mars.
He's way too much of a nerd to microdose.
He'd vape though.
No, he's too much. I feel like he's too scared to vape.
I feel like he'd be doing edibles.
No, I feel like Dexter would still be straight edge.
But Freakazoid would have no barriers.
Freakazoid megadoses.
Freakazoid has taken the illuminating poison, and he now sees where the Reverend Mothers cannot see. So he's on his way to becoming a Kwisatz Haderach.
I don't know what that is.
That is a Dune reference. I actually have just finished reading Dune for the first time about 2 weeks ago.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Nice. It's a good book.
The spices must flow. I think no. I mean, if Freakazoid took a drug, he definitely took soy sauce from John Dies at the End, which is a much more pedestrian reference for a book that's not as prolific as Dune, but has a movie version with Paul Giamatti in it, and that's what's important. Because the only reason I read John Dies at the End is because Paul Giamatti was in the film version.
I actually forget
Playing-
what Paul Giamatti looks like. So
Here's the worst part, though.
You got Google.
Paul Giamatti's character in the book was a black guy. Paul Giamatti's white.
Yep.
Yep.
Checks out.
Yep. Okay. Jazz's letter from home is the box ghost demanding she return a box. I don't fucking know. And Kuwabar's letters from Yusuke calling him a fucking loser. Moving on.
Checks out.
This is going to be our longest episode. Snake wins immunity.
Ooh.
He stands on a
Doesn't
perch
matter.
while holding a handle above his head. If he lets go.
Because Dexter's going home.
Yeah, Dexter's fucking going home. Jazz and Kuwabara continue day walking together and bonding over their favorite type of gun to shoot Englishmen with. And then Rasu and Snake bond over how to calculate war crimes.
Yep.
I think, okay, we're in agreement.
they're bonding over how to write off war crimes under taxes.
You're right. I mean, with Bigger the Cat are gone, they don't know how to do that anymore. He was there in with the IRS. Anyway, so Dexter's going home. So let's just go through this. No one uses an idol. First vote Batman. Bowser. Bowser goes home in an 8-2 vote.
Okay, then.
Bowser, notably not Dexter Douglas.
He has gone home to go get Brexit done.
He's got to
the
listen to
Unionist
those
is
lo-fi
gone.
beats to get Brexit done to.
See, that was the problem. They never did that.
Yeah, so Bowser and David Lopan have voted out Batman, and everyone else voted out Bowser, including Mewtwo, who has clearly chosen the IRA over the Unionists. As a side note, I've spent the entire last week watching British comedy panel shows, and the amount of Brexit jokes are a lot, and they're great.
Can we appreciate
It's
how
like
it took
election jokes for us.
140 minutes for a single Brexit joke to happen in this stream?
I mean, given how quickly we developed the IRA and the Unionists, yeah, that is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I'm proud. You could call me a proud boy, but don't. I can't name 5 cereals.
But can you name 5 dinosaurs?
They don't have to do that, Sam. Gavin McGinnis doesn't give a shit about dinosaurs. He just cares about not masturbating and naming cereals.
Well, no. So there's actually a caveat. You're allowed to masturbate as long as it's within 3 feet of a woman.
No, it's meters. It's meters.
3 meters. Okay.
So you just rent a hotel room and hope there's a girl on the other side of the wall. Checkmate, atheists.
Yes.
Now, is putting an ass plug up your butt on stream optional, or is that a requirement to join the?
No, that's just to
organization?
show that you're not homophobic. Andrew, how are you doing?
I'm here.
Hi, Andrew. If you thought Blake and I got too in the weeds, Donald's here to prove that wrong.
Damn straight.
Okay, so we still have alliances. They're here. It's basically Rossyu, Zuko, and Batman and/or Snake versus David Lopan, Jazz Fenton, Kuwabara, and Mewtwo, with Dexter Douglas in the middle in a position of power.
Just kind of there.
Now, the benefit is Jasmine and Zuko have a really strong relationship together.
Ooh, this is true.
So there's some Romeo and Juliet vibes going on. That's it. That's kind of it. No one else gives a shit.
Wait, so Jasmine's 13 years old?
No, she's 16.
Okay.
Yeah, no one.
Yeah, this is an anime. Okay.
Yeah. This isn't Anime Survivor. This is American Cartoon Survivor. This is we make Proud Boys references to make fun of them while rooting Batman on. Stuff happens. Snake wins immunity again. He races over an A-frame and collects box and then spells the word perspective. Presumably using the second player controller port. Yeah.
Clearly.
Obviously. So we still have 3 fucking idols in the game. Jazz, Snake, and Zuko.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting when those start popping.
Donald, when will Dexter Douglas, a fan of Gears of War, and Snake, a fan of Call of Duty, become friends? Because it's not fucking happening.
Well, one of two things has to happen. Either Call of Duty has to implement cover mechanics, or Gears of War has to send you to gulags. And once either of those two conditions is met, they'll become friends.
Do both games have press X to commit war crimes?
I'm afraid every button is press that button to commit war crimes in those games.
Even crouching is a war crime?
Yes, because you're typically crouching behind civilians, or what's left of them.
What the fuck is this, Gaunts? That's a you got that reference?
No, I actually don't even know what that is.
Oh, it was a not very good pseudo isekai that had a manga wherein one of the characters to return to an afterlife he got himself out of shot up a mall and killed 200 people, and some of the people hid behind other people and died. It was great.
Oh boy.
It has 20 chapters of 2 naked people running around an alien spaceship shouting each other's names because Gaunt's makes no fucking sense. Like in
Yes.
chapter 150, they're like, oh, they're vampires now? Just cuz. And then 250, they're like, actually, these death games are aliens.
Okay, well, the closest thing to the word Gaunt is Gaunty, as in the character from Magic the Gathering, who is an Aetherborn. And the Aetherborn figure out how to live longer than 3 years by becoming vampires. So it checks out.
Andrew, you got that reference.
Yeah, I can confirm that.
Andrew, you're back. We got you. Andrew plays Magic.
I do.
Dexter and Zuko bond strongly. Okay, Dexter, I mean, Zuko is an older form of war than Snake. How's this working out?
It's just the millennial vibe.
Yeah, they are both millennials.
Zuko is trying to employ the Tradcath strategy of war, where you just say they'll get pardons in heaven or something. And Dexter Douglas, he's part of atheist YouTube, and
Of course he is. He's armored skeptic
yes,
without the armor.
There's a bit of disagreement there.
Now, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I think I have a much more simple solution to how they bonded. Zuko went up to Dexter Douglas and went, hello, Zuko here. And Dexter went, thank you, no one's talked to me in weeks.
I mean,
Batman
fair.
doesn't talk.
No, Batman, no one talks to Dexter. He's a fucking loser. But he formed an alliance with David Lopan. The IRA is looping Dexter in.
Well, no. Okay, so the connection here is actually not in Ireland, but rather it's in Shenzhen.
Oh, he's trying to use Dexter to get rid of Taiwan once and for all, isn't he?
No. Dexter needs him to make this useless wearable that also spies on you, and even on its merits, you can't really tell what it does.
Okay, this is. I appreciate that your version of Anime Survivors. Let's just turn this into a giant war simulation.
Yes.
This works. I think. Anyway, someone's getting voted out. Who do you think it is?
I think it's Jasmine Fenton.
She is an idol.
I still think it's Dexter.
I think she's gonna. I don't know.
I want it to be Mewtwo, so I'm saying it's Mewtwo. I'm committed.
Dexter, Snake, and Jasmine have both proven, all three of them proven very resilient. I think Mewtwo might be in a little bit of danger. Lopan is least concern.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I'd agree with that. Okay. So your guess is not Lopan.
Yes.
Okay. If it's Lopan, you're the most wrong out of all of us.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got 3 idols. None of them get played. First vote, Batman.
Oh boy.
Dexter. Jazz.
Why didn't I guess Batman?
Oh boy. Three split again.
Fucking targets. Dexter, Batman, Batman. Batman's voted out in a 6-2-1 vote, meaning he will never find Rachel.
Oh,
We do
she
not
wasn't
know
on
where
this
she
island.
is. Huh?
She wasn't on this island.
She wasn't on this island.
Batman voted for Jazz.
I came up with so many "Where's Rachel" jokes before we did this, and I didn't use a single goddamn one.
See the reason she couldn't find Rachel is because Rachel put her phone on silent, which meant he couldn't use his sonar spying technology using her phone.
Sam, remember when we just stood in the fucking living room going, "Where's Kagia?"
I do, yes.
And we never got to do it.
And now Batman's gonna be mad at Dexter for not figuring out a way to make the phone take itself off silent.
Yeah, well, that's not Dexter's problem. He voted out Batman. This is a classic case of Dexter couldn't finish the job, so he just burned the contact instead.
Yes.
Him and Snake voted him out, so I was going to say he used Snake. Anyway, we're down to the final 8. My boy Coolbar is still here, though, and I think that's what's important. I don't know how he's still here.
No, well, Coolbara is the glue that keeps the IRA together.
Yeah, he really is. And I mean,
It might not seem like he's leading it. But
no,
he's doing a
Rossiu
great
finds
job.
an idol, though.
Oh man, just what we needed. More idols.
Okay, here's the thing, though, because now we're going to look at the alliances. So, Rossiu, Snake, and Zuko each have an idol.
So.
And then...
Oh boy.
So, yeah.
MSF is currently untouchable because Cypher needs them until they decide they don't in 1975.
Yeah. No, MSF is fucking stacked. So, like, the IRA does outnumber them, but they only have
But
one
those idols are some landmines that the IRA wasn't expecting.
Yeah. I mean, it's rare for the IRA to not be expecting guerrilla tactics, but the MSF is here for it. And then, I don't know, we've got some fucking Chinese bank hacking situation going on down here.
Yeah, you don't know if it's money laundering or surveillance. You just know it's some shady
Dexter's reacquiring TikTok.
Yes, and he's using HSBC to do it.
Yeah. So we have a reward. Kuwabara, Snake, Rossiu, and David Lopan win a barbecue with their loved ones. So Kuwabara, which of his loved ones shows up?
His sword.
He can just summon his sword.
Yeah, but now
he can now.
I'd like to think, yeah. So you're saying that no one showed up for Kuwabara? He has no loved ones.
Yes.
Classic. Who's Snake's loved one?
I
mean,
is it Ocelot? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Technically, yes. Ocelot. Ocelot is the one who wants to be there the most for the
So it's
barbecue.
Meryl.
No, Meryl hasn't been born yet.
It's Ego Raptor. Ego Raptor shows up for Snake.
Ego Raptor just happens to be there.
Yeah, he shows up. He actually brings Ninja Sex Party with him, and they do a concert.
Everyone likes it.
Yeah, Rossiu's loved one is probably Simone. I don't know. Simone or an Abacus, one of the two. And David Lopan brings girl with green eye. I don't fucking know, man.
Just a girl with green eyes.
Raiden from Mortal
Or Tim
Kombat.
Burton. I don't know.
Yeah, Tim Burton. Yeah, he brings Tim Burton.
Al-
No, John Carpenter directed the film. He brings John
Alternatively-
Carpenter.
Alternatively, David Lopan could have brought Raiden from Metal Gear Solid.
Why? But he could have brought Raiden from Mortal Kombat, who's based off one of the characters from Big Trouble in Little China.
See, I think David Lopan did bring a woman with green eyes who is pretending to be madly in love with him. And they're doing some act where she's madly in love with him, but she's clearly an escort that he's hired for this.
I mean, I like that because I was about to say he brought Xi Jinping in a Winnie the Pooh costume. I like Sam's more. David Lopan wins immunity, though. He is very satisfied with whatever happened, and thus was able to balance on a pole.
Okay, so the challenge is basically a scene out of the 36th Chamber of Shaolin.
So you're saying that the Chinese character did well in a challenge from that you believe is based on a Chinese martial arts film.
Yes.
It's fucking racist. Moving on.
Maybe racist, but I think he's right.
4 goddamn idols. Cool Bar is impressing the rest of the team. Is it the spirit sword?
Definitely is the word.
Is he using his dick?
He just whipped it out.
He's using his dick.
Yeah, he's just asking him to rate him.
Yeah.
Just scale 1 to 10.
Yeah. So I think Mewtwo's going home. I think we can all agree on that. Any objections?
It just raises the question of where is home for Mewtwo?
No, I don't.
Is it Cinnabar Island?
I think it's Dexter.
I think home is where the heart is.
But do clones have hearts?
Yes, it's souls they don't have.
Okay.
I didn't say home is where the soul is. Okay, so I think it's Mewtwo. Sam thinks it's Dexter. You think it's Mewtwo's soul. And Andrew, who do you think it is?
I think it's going to be Dexter.
I mean, Dexter makes sense. But I'm committed to saying Mewtwo every time until he gets the fuck out of this fucking game.
I can't wait for him to win.
Yeah, Dexter is disposable as far as Snake and his contacts in China are.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, if Dexter goes home, that is better for MSF than not. But yeah. Anyway,
Bye, Pocketman. Our only viewer remaining, probably.
I mean, yeah, this is our longest stream. I believe in us. Anyway, Snake uses an idol, and he received 4 votes. Mewtwo goes home.
Oh, Emperor Anzi's still here.
Emperor
I mean,
Anzi is Andrew.
That's me.
Ah, shit. Okay. Man,
I know this
Pocketman
man.
really was our only guy. Shit.
Mewtwo goes
Of course I know
home.
this person. It's me.
I mean, there are other
Yeah.
people. They're just
IRA wasn't expecting that trap.
This was oh man. Jazz voted out Mewtwo. Jazz betrayed him.
She needed to. She knew it.
Did Mewtwo go out on 1 vote?
No, he went out on 4. It was a 4-4, but
She
Snake.
joined with Zuko.
Yeah, she joined with her boyfriend Zuko. Zuko's harem's coming back. It's just only Jazz.
Hey, he's happy with that.
Guys, I'm redeemed. Mewtwo's gone. I'm back in this. And Jazz, Rossyu, and Zuko have fucking idols. Snake doesn't have his idol anymore,
gonna
which
be,
is fine by
kind of
me
shit
because I don't care about Snake.
Just as long as you two didn't win, we're happy.
Yeah, that's what's important. I like chat. It's
Interesting
just
is
like
the word
this-
for it, Pocket Man. Interesting
Pocket
is
Man,
the
I'm glad that we have ruined your image of Dexter Douglas, Bowser, and so many other famous video game and anime characters.
That's our job.
It's our job.
We aren't making it worse. We're not doing it
That
right.
ain't much, but it's honest work.
Yeah. So, Rossi and Zuko, still BFFs. Then we have the IRA and the MSF. And then TikTok. Our alliances are, I don't fucking care. The refugees, the IRA, the MSF, and TikTok.
Oh boy.
This sounds like a mishmash of favorites from Reddit's front page since 2014.
I mean, this whole cast is a mishmash of Reddit's favorites.
It really is.
Kuwabara wins a reward. He's very good at pole dance.
You know, that checks out.
It was the spirit sword.
It was.
And he brings David, Lopan, and Jasmine.
Ooh.
They win a
You know, I'm
helicopter
starting to think that
ride.
David Lopan is part of the harem.
Of Kuwabara's harem.
Yes.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, I think
that checks
at
out.
this point it's Jazz's harem.
I mean, I think he's just bringing the whole IRA with him.
yeah. I mean, okay. So they have a helicopter ride, and
I
as
gotta
is
go buy some
tradition,
fertilizer.
as is tradition, we have to figure out how the helicopter ride works. So who's driving this helicopter?
Kookaburra.
I mean, I think what's happening. Yeah.
I think it's
Kuwabara's,
Jasmine.
huh?
Jasmine's the most technically proficient. Like, if anybody can pilot a helicopter, it's Jasmine.
I was gonna say
Yeah, that
Kuwabara's.
makes Jasmine the Ghislaine Maxwell of this unit.
Please don't. No, don't do that to her.
Really.
I'm not letting you ruin Jasmine Fenton. That being said, we can Epstein David Lopan all we want. I think Kuwabara is flying the plane and Jazz is shouting at him how to do it. While
Okay.
David Lopan strikes lightning randomly. It's not a very good helicopter crew, I'm going to be honest. I like the last one we had where Jorgen scrambled the fairies to fly the helicopter because Freakazoid was behind the controls and didn't know what to do, so they broke the controls so he couldn't do anything wrong. It's a good helicopter ride.
This is a pretty average.
I really just I think Kuwabara is too afraid of heights to be piloting the helicopter.
Oh, probably. No, he's gone pretty, like, he can make his spirit sword go longer. He's been in the air before. He won immunity, so he faced his
There's
fears.
balls involved, so of course he wins.
I mean, no. When?
I mean, rollerball.
No. How's Kuwabara with balls?
I mean, it's the same thing with
Because
the with
they're
the
part
pole
of
dancing.
his sword. Duh.
Yeah,
I mean, without Bowser here, Bowser was the best at balls.
yeah, but now that Bowser's gone, Kookaburra is second.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got 3 fucking idols still. Dexter and
Somehow.
Rossyu bond strongly. It's that
Oh, no.
millennial shit.
Yeah, don't do it, Rossio.
Well,
Hey.
they both decided they are men going their own way.
I thought only Fleetwood Mac could go their own way. No? Okay.
Well, no. These
I mean, I
these
know
are
what you're referencing.
these are a couple of
that
Reddit
was a
big
good one.
cows.
Dexter's not a MGTOW.
Oh boy.
Dexter's into stuff. He has a clear female interest. He has Bella Delphine's bathwater.
Well, yeah, but okay, so that's the conceit of men going their own way. It's if you don't replace your earthly desires with something else, it's like trying to quit cigarettes without replacing it with something else. It's just not going to work out.
No. I think no. I think Dexter might be soft incel. He might have listened to Stefan Molyneux one time, but I don't think he's gone MGTOW yet.
Okay, so now I know who you're talking about when you say he's got it for Steph. He's got it for Steph and Mullet. He's got for Steph Molyneux.
Not Steph from Freakazoid, his love interest.
No. Steph from Freakazoid has been Steph and Molyneux the whole time.
I almost fell out of my chair.
I gotta get out of this episode.
Okay, Jazz and Rossiu bond strongly. Cool. And then Dexter and Kuwabara have a minor disagreement.
Probably called him a nerd.
Yeah, definitely call it. He stole Dexter's lunch money.
Yeah, no, I think with Jazz and Rosia though, Jazz, now that she's backsped Mewtwo, she's trying to get friendly with the other side so they don't vote her off.
Yeah, I mean that was a classic Jazz move. If you remember in All Stars, Jazz was like in an alliance with Zuko herself and Kagia, and then was also in an alliance with Psyduck, Bench, Haruko, and Mr. Crocker. And she stabbed them right in the fucking back, and then rode with Kagia and Zuko to the end.
Yep.
You know, I think the problem with this episode is
What?
we've hit a lore critical mass, and we can't not talk about the characters.
Sam, it's very important. This is an all winners episode. If any episode has
Yeah.
to have lore critical mass, it's this one.
Yeah.
He's
You're
right.
welcome.
Donald has reinvented Anime Survivor. I'm scared. So, Weeb's tribe. Who's going home?
Dexter.
Dexter.
I'm saying Dexter until it's Dexter.
I'm
Alright.
saying Dexter. I think it's his time. He's a man going his own way out of this game.
He has to go his own way because Kuwabara took his money, but because it was cash, he couldn't track it.
Yeah. He has to go steal everyone's credit card info off TikTok. Anyway, Zuko uses his idol on Snake.
Ooh.
Or does he know something we don't?
He might. Apparently he does. Zuko got 3 votes. Dexter got 3 votes. And David Lopan got 1. So Dexter goes home. Sam,
Mm-hmm.
we did it. Mewtwo just had to leave so Dexter could go.
His own
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Lopan and Dexter voted together. Okay.
Yeah, Lopan, Dexter, and Kuwabara voted together. Jazz, again, didn't vote with the IRA. She
Nope.
voted with Snake and Zuko.
Yeah.
And Rossiu did not vote with the MSF. He voted out David Lopan for some fucking reason.
Rossio would have made that a lot simpler.
I think
He
he was
could.
trying to play 4D chess.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe if all the votes are for Snake.
Maybe he was worried about another idol.
Maybe, yeah, that could be true. That's fair. But, I mean, Jazz and Rossiu have the only 2 idols left. This is Jazz's game at this point, I think.
Yeah, because
Like-
she went friendly with both sides. Her and Zuko are buddies.
Yeah, I mean, she was... So, like, I mean, I thought Kagia would win. I picked Kuwabara, so I wouldn't... I almost picked Jazz, but that's just, important. Now I can say that and sound impressive, but if I said it then, I wouldn't have believed it.
Impressive.
Huh?
Might have been a little bit more impressive.
But,
then.
hey, 2 of my top 3 are still here, man. What about you?
I mean, I still got Zuko here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been riding the Zuko here since,
You're riding
since the
Zuko.
beginning.
So we have 2 alliances of 3 fighting it
We have
out.
the
The
we have the
IRA
refugees.
versus the MSF. Huh?
We have the refugees, the IRA, and the MSF still here.
Yeah, but the refugees are just the MSF. Technically, they're what's left of Five Eyes.
Now they're just 2 eyes.
They are the leftovers of MSF that get sent to the other dimension, full of crystal zombies in Metal Gear Survive.
Cool.
I don't know why you would reference that.
Anyway,
It actually turns out to be the upside down from Stranger Things, which makes it even more complicated.
I still don't know why you're referencing that.
I'm scared. Kuwabara wins immunity.
Ooh, nice.
And he picks David, Lopan, and Jasmine, and then the 3 of them eat spaghetti and cake in front of everyone else, like assholes. So that's cool. Let's see, Jazz and Snake bond strongly. I honestly, Snake would be a great asset for the IRA.
This is true.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
Snake is revered in Nicaragua because he looks like Che Guevara, And you got to have solidarity between the Greens of the IRA and the Sandinistas. So it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah. Also, he'd be great at hunting ghosts.
Yes.
Yeah. And then Kuwabara.
Literally, he does fight a ghost in Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh God. An actual ghost or a tank called a ghost?
No, it's an actual ghost. It's actually Ocelot's dad, who is the Sorrow, and so so Snake takes a fake death pill. So he has to fight the Sorrow, and depending on how many people he's killed in that game, the boss fight is actually harder.
Oh gosh.
Yes.
That's cool. Anyway, here's the thing though. Kuwabara and Zuko are also bonding. I think they both realize they're in love with Jazz.
Ooh.
And they're just trying to figure out how to approach that situation. And they broed out over it, much like me and my friend Jeff bonded over having a crush on the same girl and spending 4 hours trying to figure out what to do about the situation.
How'd that go?
I mean, I got to ask her out, and because she was like our mutual best friend, and then we dated for a month, and then she had to go home from college, and then she ghosted me.
Ooh.
So I got ghosted by my best friend / girlfriend.
Ouch. Rough
Yeah,
day.
it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. And then she stalked me when she came back, so that was weird.
So she became the moon.
Yeah. No, she'd sit outside of the student government office waiting for me to get out to watch me leave. And she sat out there, like outside in the rain at 2 a.m. waiting once, under just like one of the metal umbrellas, because they kick you out of the building at midnight.
That is pretty
Matt,
weird.
It's a miracle you're still alive right now.
Honestly, no, I walked home with my friend every week. Because, yeah, that was some stalker shit.
Nice.
And Jeff is in a long-term relationship with her roommate from that time.
Well,
So proceed.
I guess Jeff won that exchange.
Yeah, Jeff won that.
by losing.
Yeah.
You never know when you want to win.
You never know. Who's going home? David Lopan.
Yeah, Lopan,
Yeah.
sure.
I
I don't think they're
think
going to go for Fenton or Jasmine or
I mean,
Kumar.
I think if they go for Jazz or Rossyu, they'll survive. I think Jazz is more likely to flip and vote out David Lopan than Rossyu, Snake, or Zuko are to go at each other.
Yeah, in a post Deng Xiaoping era, David Lopan's connection to IRA is tenuous at best.
Yeah, they're starting to purge all the non-gingers.
Yes.
Rossyu plays his fucking idol on Snake.
Well, apparently Snake's just the magnet for votes.
But Jazz uses hers on David Lopan.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
oh,
Chaos.
no.
Chaos.
Okay,
Hideo
Snake
Kojima
gets
game.
3 votes, David Lopan gets 3 votes.
But
Oh,
idols.
God.
This is a
Max,
tie and a
What
revote.
happens?
Those in the tie will not revote unless no one. I don't know what fucking happens here. So they're gonna revote Zuko, Rossyu, Zuko, Jazz.
Oh, so they have to revote with not counting the originals.
Yeah, so Jazz idled
So they're just like,
herself
Jazz,
out.
you ruined it. You're going home.
She idled herself out.
Oh my God.
That was
I
the
did not
weirdest vote
expect
I've
that.
ever seen.
Yeah. I'm happy Kuwabara had immunity.
Ooh.
Oh God.
How did
All
these
right,
votes
well.
go on the revote?
who
Combined
even
David
fucking
Lopan,
cares?
Probably.
Fair enough.
This was all prophesied by Hideo Kojima. When
Wait.
when in Metal Gear Solid 3, Colonel Volgan introduces himself by walking across a bridge and saying, Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
So you think Kuwabara is destined to win this game?
Well, he's destined to be there at least as long as Snake is.
Okay. I mean, I think if David Lopan and Kuwabara, whichever one of them doesn't win immunity, is going home, because now they're outnumbered.
Are we down to 0 idols now?
Yeah, we're down to 0 idols, but I don't know, someone might find something. Snake
Oh
wins
my God.
immunity. What? Fuck you, Snake.
Jesus.
Rossyu and Zuko continue bonding. That's all that fucking happens.
Well, they're bros.
Who's going home?
David Lopan.
Yeah, David
Yeah.
Lopan.
It's Lopan.
It's Lopan. See, look, Lopan. Look, David
Yeah.
Lopan, the tribe has spoken.
Oh my God.
Kuwabara is
We're
done.
great at this, aren't we?
I was about to say if they were smart, they'd vote out Kuwabara because there's no way David Lopan's going to win.
No,
In
no.
the immunity challenge.
Okay, I don't want Snake to fucking win, but Snake is gonna fucking win. So I'm on Team Snake now.
But Zuko here.
I want Zuko here to
Oh, well,
win.
Zuko here.
Snake's gonna win. If Snake gets to the final 3, he wins that vote.
Yeah, Max has finally remembered the basics of CQC and knows that Snake is going to win.
Well, I mean,
Snake is a guy.
I was on Team Kuwabara, so I'm not changing alliances while he's still in the game.
I mean, yeah, he made it to the final 5.
I think
so-
I think if Jazz made it to the end, she could have won, but she didn't.
Yeah. I agree.
So let's see who wins final immunity. We'll see in a minute. Oh, David Lopan!
What the
Oh
fuck?
no!
Fuck bitches, acquire green-eyed girls.
Oh no! So now I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, he gives
That's
immunity to someone. He gives it to Snake, and then the other
Why
two make
Snake?
fire.
God damn it! Why Snake?
And Zuko makes fire better than Rossyu because he's a fucking
Damn
firebender.
straight.
So Rossyu is eliminated.
Okay, well,
Fuck.
that went weird.
This is an interesting final 3.
I want Zuko to win.
So my order of preferred victory is Zuko, David Lopan, Snake. I think the likelihood of victory is Snake, David Lopan, Zuko.
This is true, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
believe in
I agree.
Zuko.
Because Snake has gotten fucking 3 people to play idols on him. David Lopan's advantage is he is the lone remainer of the IRA, so he, in theory, has more allies in the jury than Snake or Zuko.
But we don't know how this ever goes. So.
We don't. I mean, yeah, we don't. I think Snake will win. I just don't want it to be him.
Let's just go.
Let's go. First vote, Zuko. Snake.
Hello,
Okay.
Zuko here.
David Lopan.
Yep. 1-1-1.
Zuko,
Hello,
Alright.
Zuko here.
David Lopan, Snake.
Okay.
Okay. 2 votes each, 4 votes left. Zuko,
Hello, Zuko
Yes.
here.
Zuko's at least at 3. I'm
David
happy.
Lopan. Jesus Christ.
3,
Why?
3, 3.
Why
One
is it
vote
doing
left.
this?
1 vote left.
Come on, be Zuko here.
Snake.
My only
Damn it.
request.
I was just sitting there like, okay, please just Zuko again because of how the order has been going.
So Batman, Cory Booker, Jasmine, and
I'd like to
Ross
know
voted
Joe.
for Snake.
Jazz, why?
So yeah, Jasmine has betrayed David Lopan after throwing away her entire game to save him.
She also betrayed Zuko.
I mean, she did. Yeah, she betrayed everybody. Snake was the only option she had where she maximized betrayals, so she went
is
for
true.
it.
She's
And
really
Taiji's
good
the
at
fan
that.
favorite.
I mean, of course he is.
Yeah,
And he was just
so,
so happy and so excitable. He's like a golden retriever. You can't just not be happy for him.
Yeah.
so it looks like Snake has S ranked the game.
Yeah, he really has
Yeah.
3 fucking immunities. How many votes did he receive? 10.
And unfortunately, because he did not do it in under 2 hours, because the stream has gone over 2 hours, he did not win the title of Big Boss.
That's fine. I'm okay with that. And I have so much useless data to play with.
From all of our winners.
Well, I guess Snake is our next second time winner. I'm distraught, as you can tell.
Well, at least he's still second to Kagia.
Kagia
Now
was
can't-
robbed.
We just can't bring Snake back now.
No, fuck him. He's dead to me. This
No,
is
no,
this,
you think he's dead, but really he's in a coma. And the person who actually died
I
was
kinda
one of his
fucking-
this
clones.
isn't Men in Black. He's not Tommy Lee Jones. Okay, well, we'll be back next week doing presidents versus vice presidents. I'm sure everyone will love that. And by everyone, I mean me.
Okay, so next week we have to include Kuzco on the president's team and Yzma on the vice president's team.
Of course, that's happening now. And we're not letting Blake know. Because Blake wasn't here because he had the gall to have his wife's birthday today. Come on, Blake. Why is your wife's birthday today? You piece of shit. You should have thought about that ahead of time and not married her. Anyway, goodbye, chat. Have a good life.